Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to This Week in Dioramas. I am your host, TechChucker. If you aren't familiar with how this show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas, and I showcase them right here on the show. If you would like to be showcased in a future episode, all you need to do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag This Week in Dioramas. We got an awesome showcase lined up for you this week. I can't believe it. We're at August 27th? August is almost over. School is starting back up, but it's not starting back up for me. That's right. I graduated. I don't have any more school. That is so awesome. That's what allowed me to be able to do this show every week. I haven't missed a week as far as I know this is the 16th week now in a row. I don't think I've ever gone on a streak that long. So, I'm pretty happy with that. I hope you guys are happy with it too. If you are, make sure that you've already hit the like button on this episode, because you know what? You already know you're going to love this episode. If you aren't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It is free. Nobody's going to come after you. Just do it. Just hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, all that jazz, and let's jump on into this week's showcase. The first one coming from, let's see, Leigh Towson. And this is just handed over a completed project, a Christmas gift for someone's son. Loved making this project, especially the road scene. Never knew copper wire lights and hot glue could be so effective. So this is, I believe, it is from Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. I've watched every episode except for season 4 at least 5 or 6 times. I need to go through and watch again to watch all of season 4. I love the show. I think they've done an amazing job with it. Even when they bring new characters in, somehow they do what so many other shows can't do. They can successfully bring in new characters that we like, some that we don't like, which is fine. They've just done a great job. This piece looks super cool. I love the van. The way that you did this just looks great. It looks very, very close to the original. I think the original from the show might be a little bit different, but that's okay. We can live with that. The sign leaving Hawkins looks awesome. You might notice my light is going a little haywire back there. I need to find a new RGB LED light. It keeps going a little crazy, so I need to buy a new one. So if I happen to find a good one, I might post a link to it because you can never have too many RGB LED lights. Back to the Dio. This looks awesome. I love the look of the concrete or the asphalt. I love that you put it at an angle. That's just kind of a nice artistic addition to it. We've got the vines coming through here, and look at how cool this crack is underneath. That looks awesome. I really think that you did a great job. Here's some behind the scenes. We can see how you kind of dug out the little crater, gave it some paint, starting to turn into something. Now we've got these little LED lights to add in there, and then you threw in the color. That really looks realistic. You just really did a great job on the way that turned out. Holy cow, you did a great job. I am really impressed, especially with the vines. I love that look with those lights though. It really does look great. We've got a Demogorgon here. Dang, this is a freaking cool looking Dio. You just nailed it big time. So great job. Our next one coming from Trophy Hunter Toys, MOTU Detolf Diorama. It's simple, but it gets the job done, and I really like it. I think it looks great. One thing that I noticed is if you painted this yellow, it looks like Pikachu. It really looks like Pikachu with, to me, the ears coming up. This is a great display piece that you're going to be able to, it looks like you're going to put Masters of the Universe figures on there. But these are the sorts of displays that, let's say you've got a couple of action figures that you want to display, but you don't have anything to go with them. Make a simple display like this, and that will just make that display pop that much more. It doesn't always even have to match what was from the original. If it's from a comic or a TV show or whatever, who cares? Just put it on there and it's going to look great. Paint apps look really nice. I like the green that you chose with it. It definitely works. And I think the sculpt work, it looks great. It's gonna look awesome on a shelf. Next, coming from Badger Dio, how are you doing? Great job on this piece. Another Star Wars Dio. Let's see, new Black Series Mos Eisley diorama. It is sold. Congrats to whoever it is that picked this up. Structurally, this looks awesome. I love the way that it turned out. I love the detail, the texture that you've got throughout the walls. That looks very nice. It's not smooth and flat and manufactured looking. It really starts to look like it came from the movie, and I think you did a great job with it. The paint apps, the door here, I'm guessing that's a 3D printed door. Same with this little piece here. Always fun to be able to incorporate that sort of stuff into our dioramas. This just really turned out great. I love the color tone, that tannish look with a little bit of variation in color really works. You just did a great job on it, and you've got lights. Who doesn't want lights on their diorama? That is very, very cool. So great job. Next up, coming from our friend Sage JDG. Let's see, one more for the Small Ruins series I've been making. As usual, these are both cost and space saving. 10-inch wide, 10-inch tall, and 7-inch deep. Only $100. Make sure that you reach out to him or anybody if you're interested in their work. Maybe you want to buy a piece. Most people are willing to sell their stuff. Sage JDG has he's always done an amazing job with his pieces. They're always a little bit different, a little bit unique from the last one, and his paint apps are always so good. So this one has a much lighter feel to the paint apps, but there's still a lot of weathering throughout. You can see some nice paint variation up here, some darker, almost grayish looks. And then we've got these little kind of neonish blue teal lines going across, which gives it a little bit different character. I'm not really sure what that's coming from. And then we look down at these tiles, and you've cut out the individual tiles. It looks awesome. Again, I go back to the paint apps though. It just looks so impressive. Always love your work. Always love showcasing it. So can't wait to see the next piece from you. Now, this next diorama is quite possibly one of the most amazing dioramas that I have actually seen. It is so detailed and so amazing that
What?
Hey there, buddy. Are you busy?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
Seriously? I'm recording right now.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
What? What are you serious? You just interrupted me recording the show. What do you want?
I didn't know. I thought maybe you'd want to tell them about the Amazon store. You know? The Amazon store? Where the people can go buy stuff?
I wasn't planning on it. I kind of felt like I was doing the ad far too many times and it was getting a little annoying.
I just didn't want you to forget, to tell them about the store. The Amazon store.
If I do the Amazon ad right now, will you go away?
Oh, yeah, sure. No, not a problem. You record. You're gonna do great, buddy.
Now, if you're like me, you probably buy a lot off of Amazon, maybe even a little too much. Now, your purchases from Amazon can support my channel just by doing what you've already been doing. Now, there's no added cost to you and no strings attached. All you need to do is follow my Amazon influencer storefront at amazon.com/shop/TechChucker and shop for the action figures you are already going to buy. At my store, I keep track of the prices of tons of action figures from Marvel Legends, Mezco, SH Figuarts, and so much more. And I curate shopping lists that you can easily browse. I even have a deals of the day list that you can watch for the best deals so you can quickly grab that tough to find figure before everyone else. So whenever you make a purchase using the links from my store, I'll get a small commission, but your cost stays the same. So go to amazon.com/shop/TechChucker now and follow my store and explore all the shopping lists and buy what you like. That's all there is to it. Thank you for supporting my channel and happy collecting. Next, coming from Diorama Boy, we've showcased a lot of his work over, the last couple of seasons, and that's because he does great work. It always is so complete looking. He knows how to put in accessories. He knows how to light a particular diorama so that it looks great in a picture. This is, let's see, 1/12 scale, 9-inch high, 16-inch wide, 14-inch deep, includes all accessories magnetized so it can be stored flat. Again, another invitation. If you are interested in something like this, reach out to him. You can buy a piece from him. I love the paint apps on this blue wall. Sometimes with a diorama, it can be a little bit difficult to do a flat, smooth wall and really get that realism feel. He has done it with the weathering. You get some water damage that's kind of coming down from the ceiling all throughout here. It's not too much. It's subtle in some areas, like this one. You can just see a darker path of where the water must have gone. And then when you look over here, we can see a little more. That really adds to the realism of this piece. Then you threw in the kickboard trim. We got some trim around the door. And then I go back to the accessories. The accessories always just work. They've got that same dank feeling, dark, worn, weathered feel. Same with the artwork that you've got on the walls. It all just feels like it matches, like it's all been there for a long time. That can be another difficult thing to replicate from real life, is in an aged room or building, all the signage, all the accessories, all of it has the same basic weathering to give it the same age feel. And he always does that with his pieces. He just is great at executing this. And even look at the ceiling. There's a different texture on the ceiling. We've got some weathering up at the top there that it just adds to the realism of this. So I'm always impressed with your work. So great job. Next, coming from Hack Life, this is the green bench. So I've seen Hack Life's profile for a while, and I've seen several different posts, and oftentimes it seems to be little accessories that are very realistic with the paint apps. And this piece I wanted to showcase just because while it's just a bench, there's some really nice paint apps on here. You can see that this has been used by skateboarders, maybe some rollerbladers or whatever for some grinds. And the paint really does look like it has been scraped off years and years of just, punishment from these skateboarders or whatever. You can see there's a big gash almost here. We got some stickers, some graffiti. It really just looks very good. So it's not a full diorama by any means, but the skill set that went into this, I mean, look, we've even got what looks like some scratches that I don't know if somebody tried to clean off what was here or what have you, but that's something that you'd see out in the real world. And this authenticity of the paint apps that you did on here really, really works very well. And the fact that this is rounded with the curve is really cool too. So great job on this. You should go check out their profile because there's a bunch of cool accessories that they've done. Here's another creator that I think you should be following. This is 52420. Let's see. Redbird 7 train interior. Still showing as a work in progress. Already looking pretty darn awesome. So this is a subway train interior car, and it is looking awesome. Look at the weathering on this. You've got a lot going on with lots of different details. The poles, the seats, the doors. I love the way that those windows are looking already. So I can't wait. My camera just stopped recording. It said that the card was full. There's only 10 gigs for this file. So somehow I have to keep reformatting this file. Or this card. So I think I'm going to have to buy a new one again. So that's another $30. So whatever. Anyway, I'll have to check back to see where exactly I was when it cut off. I just want to reiterate this 52420 work in progress looks awesome. Can't wait to see when you finish it. I hope you will. Tag me, use the hashtag, etc. Let's keep moving though before my camera goes bonkers on me again. This one is coming from Fetch Francisco. Let's see, Fetch Francisco Etch Art. That's what it is. So let's see. They've been working on a new diorama for this. Okay, different language. Oh, working on new diorama for my myth cloth figures from Saint Seiya. I needed to build a griffin, done with polyfan foam and cutter. So this is hand sculpted, essentially, not 3D printed or anything. Look at the detail on this. It's so well done, the sculpting. It's just absolutely stunning. I'm amazed at how well you did with this piece. It's just, wow. So let's go through. There's some work in progress. First, we can see the black wash on here. Here is the piece before it's got any paint on it. And I'm just, wow, this is absolutely stunning. The fact that you can sculpt this, very well done. I couldn't do it, so I'm very impressed with this. Next, coming from Macabre Custom Builds. This is a commission build, 1/6 scale die-hard display for their clients, custom John McClane figure. It's a mixture of PLA and resin printing along with XPS foam, background, hand painted, etc., etc. This is so cool. It's so clean. I love the cleanliness of this piece. So we got a high-rise building from the movie. We've got the explosion with the helicopter. We got the guy falling. Yippee-ki-yay. This is just awesome. I am really digging on this piece. Wow. Wow. Love the paint apps on this explosion. You really did a great job with it. So awesome. Awesome. Whoever it is that bought this, they are going to be very happy. So this can't be a 1/6 scale. Just because of how tiny. Oh, okay. This is the 1/6 scale. Got it. Got it. Now it makes sense. This is an awesome display. I mean, just so cool. So great job. Next, coming from Turtle Boy 83, we've got a wall key mount display piece. Let's see, Mason wall key holder diorama. Something completely different today from one of favorite 80s anime. So I don't know the anime, I don't know anything about it, but the diorama looks really good. I love the paint apps on here. It looks so nicely weathered and what have you. The door though, with these windows, just looks so good. Look at that. It's got, I don't know what that effect is, but it really is working. It looks awesome. And then we've got a light, which I assume is functional. Let's see if it is turned on. There it is. There it is. And they've illuminated behind the windows, which is also an awesome touch. Rhino Diorama sent me a Friends key holder type deal that I still need to finish up painting and assembling, and then I'm gonna put that mounted somewhere. I'm not sure yet, but these are just kind of a fun idea to be able to take a mundane thing of holding your keys and turn it into a piece of art, and that's what Turtle Boy 83 has done with this particular piece, and I love it. I think it's great. Next, coming from Fanorama Abandoned Movies, Clerks 2 diorama. It is a 1/87th scale HO, and their work is always just chock full of detail. The paint apps are always so good. I love the way that you've displayed it with this frame. It looks like it's a picture frame being the base, and then you built up on top of that, which is a really nice touch. I know that El Chambo does something similar. He takes clocks and uses those as bases, and I'm blown away with the details of this. The weathering, the destruction that you've created with this is just so impressive. And then these trees really look very realistic. I think there's some more pictures. Oh, we gotta look at, are there not more pictures? I think that's the only picture. Go to their profile, because they've got a lot of good pictures of this and other work that they've done. It's always just full of detail, and the paint apps, the sculpting, everything looks so good, and this one does not disappoint. So great job. Next, coming from CT Dioramas, here's another snap of the finished dio. So happy with the results. Video is now available on their YouTube channel. Go check out their profile, because I have not seen their YouTube channel, but I want to go check it out now. I didn't know you had one. This is really cool. So we've got forest and rocks and water, and then we've got lasers that are being shot, and I've seen a couple of tutorials on this. It always seems more complex than I'm ready to do, and you have executed this so well. The detail on here, the color tones, the contrast looks so nice. I just love the way that this looks. We've got a TIE fighter, and what is this, a Y-wing fighter. This is amazing. So we've got He's being pursued. He's been hit. He's about to get hit again. This is just really stunning work. So great job. Next, coming from Nickel Family Farms. This is just so realistic looking. So the rock looks like real rock. The tree looks awesome. We've got these little mini micro type figures here, and then a couple of skidoos or sea-doos, I should say. The water looks so realistic. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. The realism of this is just absolutely stunning. The paint apps are what really bring this thing home for me. I will say at first, this reminded me a bit of a Fortnite over by the log jam something or other. There's a big pond or whatever. I know it's not related to that, but that's what it reminded me of. This is just so realistic looking. And then when you take the picture with the real sky in the background, it just, I love it. I love it so much. So great job. Next, coming from Figurine Fiends, Detolf Rooftop Diorama. Been working on a series of dioramas that are designed for displaying figures in an IKEA Detolf glass case. Swipe and check out some more. Apologies for my lack of poses here, but just through a few things. That's okay. That is okay. Really digging on the brickwork here. The mortar that you've got in here looks really nice. Really digging on this chimney up here with the cracks and whatnot. And this is just a great way to be able to display your figures. Gives you multiple layers to be able to throw them up into a Detolf or a shelf or whatever. And now you can raise up some of those figures that would have been in the back and would have been missed. And you can create a cool scene, which is what this is doing. I'm really digging on it. I think you did a great job. It's always fun to see the work in progress. Look at all that brickwork. A lot of people hate doing brickwork. I actually don't mind it. It's kind of cathartic for me to be able to do it. So it does get a little monotonous after a while, but still, you did a great job on it. And this is just going to be a very nice way of displaying your figures. And look, we've got a no texture and a texture. Sometimes having the texture or not having the texture is what we want. And sometimes we want to have a little more detail to it. So something to try out if you have not done that in the past. So great job on this. And then last but not least, coming from Dioramas Claw, so Dioramas Customs and More. We've got a Jeepers Creepers diorama made during their last trip to their homeland, Colombia. I hope our fellow toy collector Louis323 is enjoying it. This is a really solid piece. It looks awesome. It's small, but it has a lot of detail in it. And I really like the way that you package this into this kind of small piece that can be a nice statement. Sometimes we really like the big dioramas, and other times it's nice to have a small little statement piece that is going to fit into a collection on a display and really stand out. And I think this looks awesome. I love this little like pipe thing. I don't remember the Jeepers Creepers. It was a movie, right? I don't remember anything about it, but I really like this diorama. I like the weathering that you've got on the siding. The boarded up wall or door and window look awesome. The paint apps on the wood looks very, very realistic. You can look right here. There's some very nice realism to the edge of that wood there, which really makes it stand out and makes it have that feel of realism, which I am really digging on. You did a great job. Everybody did a great job this week, as always. Thank you so much for those of you that are using the hashtag. If you're new here, make sure you use the hashtag whenever you have a completed diorama. Tag it on Instagram with hashtag thisweekindioramas. Gives me the best chance to be able to find your work and possibly showcase you in a future episode. Speaking of future episodes, if you don't want to miss any future episodes, I have a hard time speaking. If you don't want to miss any of those episodes, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. That way then hopefully YouTube will notify you. But if you're ever unsure, we are always doing episodes Saturday mornings, 7 a.m. Central Time is when those go live, but you can watch it any time of the week when you've got some time. With that, speaking of time, I'm out of time. Hit the like button, again, the subscribe button, leave a comment, go like and follow all of the creators that you enjoyed in this particular episode, and hopefully I will see you next weekend. Have a good one, everybody.